Hello all newcomers and welcome back fellow Aeternians. As always, my name is Emperor AP and today we are going to be continuing our headquarters build and in designing our shed and fixing it up and making it to where it can be more of a workspace and a lab space for us. So if you guys are at all interested in that, if you've ever done anything like this, stay tuned because we are going to be slowly advancing this thing over time. One of the first things that we did last time was we actually added this insulation around the doorway. I'm going to show an up-close shot of that here in a second. But the benefit of this, actually, whenever I opened up our shed today, our headquarters, I could tell that it was a lot more well insulated. You can actually tell a change in temperature between the outside air here and once you walk into the shed. Now, that is pretty quickly dissipated. It's not a huge difference, and honestly, that's just because there's a lot of other places inside that actually need better insulation and to be upgraded, but we're going to be continually working on that over time. We will add more insulation in another video to just help with that a little bit, help to keep that moisture out, because we're going to keep a lot of electronics and sensitive equipment in here as we upgrade. But for today, I figured we'd give a treat and we'd start doing some of the interior, so let's jump into that. So this is some of that insulation that is covering the doorway and protecting that. That is what we upgraded last time on our edition of our headquarters creation and expansion. However, that's only assisting the doorway. One of the things that we realize is there are other places where we have weak spots in our insulation. One of the biggest places for those weak spots is like in these little corners where you can actually see some light coming out. And that becomes a huge issue for what we're actually trying to do here, which is completely insulate and keep it as weatherproof and bug-proof and mildew mold-proof as possible. Now, ultimately, all of those little things that we try and do to improve the insulation of the shed, to do those other little minor repair things are going to help a lot, but ultimately we need to look at what we're doing to transform the inside of the shed and how we're going to make it into an official micronational Aeternian headquarters that we can be proud of and excited for, and you guys can see our great development of. The biggest thing here that I think we're going to take advantage of is this shelf space. We already have some kind of built-in shelf space, so we're going to use that. Probably going to actually set up a potentially a workbench here, a lab sort of space where I can run experiments, test equipment, do things that we can actually take for our micronation and bring into the outside world for you all to see and exciting new projects to come. But while we're doing that, we also want to do a lot of upgrades just to our abilities in here. So we do have electrical outlets, which is one of the big benefits of this. I don't have to actually design and run electrical wiring through here. It's already pre-built in. I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. Sorry for the shaking there. Yeah, so as you can see, we have some electrical outlets, stuff like that. We actually have, in addition, a light switch over here. As you can see, we have working lights. I'm not sure how big a difference that made on camera, but it made a difference in here a little bit. Maybe it showed up a little bit. I'll angle it up here just in case you guys couldn't see that. We do have lights. So the ultimate thing that I'm excited for is actually just starting to put stuff in. So I'm going to say let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to just be running things in and out of here while I do kind of a time lapse of that, so you guys check it out. I made the doors small, and so I couldn't get in easy. But I did it. Okay. So now I am back inside our little headquarters. Let me get the lights here. Sorry about that, guys. So one of the benefits of us doing this, right, is honestly there's so much electrical components and things like that that I can actually use and build upgrades for our headquarters with. And a lot of it was in here, a lot of it was just shoved in my room, taking up space. So I've actually been able to bring it out here. I'm going to be able to set it up and get our nice little lab upgraded. Let's get into it.